Okay, in this video, I will go through section 1.4, solving problems involving random variables. Suppose you have two random variables x and y, where y is equal to g of x. If g is 1 to 1, and you know the mean and variance of y, then it is possible to deduce the mean and variance of x. Example 9. X is a discrete random variable, okay? The discrete random variable y is defined such that y is equal to x minus 150 over 50. Given that e of y is equal to 5.1 and variance of y is equal to 2.5. Find A, the expected value of x, B, the variance of x. Okay. So let's start to solve this question. Example 9. Okay, so the informations which we've got, where y is equals to x minus 150 over 50. E of x is equal to 5.1 and variance of x is equal to 2.5. Find E of x, the expected value of x. Okay, to find E of x, we need to rearrange the equation, this equation for x first. Okay, so it becomes, so it was y equals to x minus 150 over 50. So therefore 50y is equal to x minus 150, and therefore x is equals to 50y add 150. So E of x is equal to E of 50y add 150, which is 50 times E of y add 150. We know that E of y is 5.1. 50 times by 5.1 add 150. Using our calculator, we should be able to get 405. Okay. Part B. Find variance of x. Variance of x is equal to variance of 50y add 150, which is 50 squared times by variance of y, and finally 2500 times by variance of y, which is 2.5. It should be 6250. Okay. Now let's move on to second example, or example 10 rather. The discrete random variable x has probability distribution given by the values for x is minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, and the probability for each one respectively are 0.3a, 0.25b, and c. The discrete random variable y is defined such that y is equal to 3x minus 1. Given that e of y is equal to negative 2.5 and variance of y is equal to 13.95, find a, e of x and e of x squared, b, the value of a, b, and c, c, probability of x greater than y. Okay. Okay. Let's draw a line first, just to make more space for this question. Example 10. Okay. So I can quickly draw the table as well, maybe. Might be helpful. One, two, 3, 4, and 5. X, probability of x equals to x. Minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, and 2. And the probabilities are 0.3, A, 0.25, B, and C. We know that y is equal to 3x minus 1, and e of y is equal to minus 2.5, and finally variance of y is equal to 13.95. Okay, so A, find e of x and e of x squared. To find e of x, all we need to do, just rearrange this equation for x first. Okay, so you get 3x minus 1 is equal to y, and 3x equals to y plus 1, and finally x is equal to 1/3 y plus 1 over 3. Okay, e of x is equal to e of, okay, what is x? 1/3 of y plus 1/3. 1/3 y add 1/3. Based on the formula, e of ax plus b is a times e of x plus b. So 1/3 of e of y add 1/3, which is 1 over 3 times by negative 2.5 add 1 over 3, which is negative 0.5. Okay, to work out e of x squared, we need to work out the variance first. So variance of x is equal to variance of x in terms of y is 1/3 of y plus 1/3, which becomes 1 over 3 squared times by variance of y. Variance of Okay, so which is 1 over 9 times by variance of 9 is 13.95 times by 13.95, which is 1.55. So we know that variance of x is equal to e of x squared minus e of x whole squared. So therefore 1.55 is equal to e of x squared minus e of x, which we already worked out, negative 0.5, negative 0.5 whole squared. Okay, so therefore e of x squared is equal to 1.55 add 0.25, which is 1.8. Okay, now the value of a, b, and c. Okay, so we've got three unknowns, therefore we need at least three equations. Okay, so the values of a, b, and c. Okay, the first equation which we can write is sum of probabilities must add up to 100% of 1. Sum of probability of x equals to x is equal to 0.3 add a add 0.25 add b add c is equal to 1. Okay, so therefore a plus b plus c is 0.45. A plus b plus c is equal to 0.45. I call this one equation 1. Okay. For equation 2, we can use e of x. E of x is equal to sum of probabilities of sum of x times probabilities of x equal to x, which is minus 2 times 0.3 add minus 1 times a add 0 times 0.25 add 1 times b add 2 times c, which we already worked out e of x, which is negative 0.5, must be equals to negative 0.5. Okay, so therefore simplifying and rearranging, we should get minus a plus b plus 2c is equal to 0.1. I call this one equation 2. For equation 3, I can use ex squared. Sum of x squared times by probability of x squared equal to x squared. Okay, so which will be 4 times 0.3 plus 1 times A plus 0 times 0.25 plus 1 times B plus 2 times C adds up to E of x squared, which we already worked it out, which is 1.8. Simplifying this, you should be able to get A plus B plus C plus 4C plus 4C is equal to 0.6. Okay. However, here you can use 3 different methods. So one, rearranging one of the equations for A or B or C and substitute in the other two. Have 2 variables, 2 unknowns, and then find the unknowns and substitute in other equations to find the other unknowns. Another method is using matrices, okay, and then following inverse of matrices, okay, to be able to calculate A, B, and C. And another one, which is the easiest probably, and you are obviously allowed to use calculator in the exam as well. Okay, just use the calculator. So set up third row, second column, simultaneous equation, number of unknowns is 3. So we take A as a x, B as a y, and C as a z. Okay, the first equation is 1, 1, 1, not 0.4. 5. 1, 1, 1 equal to 0.45. Okay, so the second equation is minus 1, 1, 2, and not 0.1. Third equation is 1, 1, 4, and not 0.6. So x of A is equal to 1 over 5. A is 1 over 5 or 0.2. B is 1 over 5 or 0.2 again. And C is 1 over 20, which is 0.05. So therefore, these are the numbers here. Okay. So A is 0.2, B is 0.2, and C is 0.05. So the last part of the question, it says find probability of x greater than y. Okay, let's move on to actually we've got some space here just to have everything on the same page. Okay, so example 10 part C. Probability of x greater than y. Okay, we know that y is equal to 3x minus 1. Therefore, let's write probability of x is greater than, since y is equal to 3x minus 1, we write it down. Okay, so it would be probability of, if we take 1 to other side and x to this side, it would be 1 greater than 2x, or probability of 2x is less than 1, which is divide both sides by 2, you get probability of x is less than half. So probability of x is less than half. Okay, let's look at our table here. So less than half. We've got the probability distribution is -2, -1, 0. Half will be between 0 and 1. Okay, but since it is discrete random variable, x takes only the integers. Okay, so less than half meaning less than or equal to 0. Probability of x less than or equal to 0, which will be 0.3. Add, we know a is 0.2, add 0.25, which is equal to 0.75, meaning probability of x greater than y is equal to 0.75. Okay, and end of the section 1.4. And after this lesson, you should be able to do exercise 1D. From FS1, which is page 13 to 14. And of course, you can continue doing mixed exercises for this chapter as well. Okay, thank you.